Welcome to another episode of the Fouled Out Podcast. Today is Monday, September 30th, and we experienced a couple technical difficulties today, so we might release this video. I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely released
But
it.
I caught a couple fouls right in the beginning, so
We gave him one. He took one away.
I got one.
He should have had 3.
Should
Anyway,
have had 4.
we switched back. Switched back to the regular old setup.
We're back to the original.
We asked you guys. We got a pretty overwhelming response.
We got some feedback, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely felt like we were
We don't want to be
judging
3 talking heads.
it. This feels better anyways, honestly.
It does.
So what
Even
happened was,
in the show.
do you know how, okay, I don't know if anybody even cared or noticed, but what happened is usually right before the stream starts, it says stream starting soon. Well, we edited that out, and for us doing that, somehow it messed with the whole intro.
At
and
the last
that's what,
second. Too.
That's what the hiccup was.
Yeah.
But
And we had no intro music today, so
No intro music, but real raw breed. They
yeah,
made
still
it.
shout out to Rob Breed.
yeah.
That shit was still dope. I like it. All right, so episode 13 is the ESPN Top 100 Reactions, and
Yep.
me and Doug are going to go through some of them, but Anthony, start us off.
Okay, we got Instagram, Fouled Out Podcast. That's new. Changed it last week if you didn't hear.
Used to be fouled out.
No longer Fouled Out NBA. It's Fouled Out Podcast. The website's the same thing. FouledOutPodcast.com. Facebook, Fouled Out NBA. YouTube, you're probably watching it on. And it's just
Subscribe,
Fouled Out.
like,
And then
comment.
search us wherever you listen to podcasts.
One thing, check out the website. That should I like that the best.
website is pretty cool.
FouledOutPodcast.com.
New headshots coming soon.
I was in New York City.
Talk
so
about
that's
why.
Tell us why.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We're going to talk about it.
What?
But,
What? You could have just you
What?
could have just said you ran a 5K.
yeah, I
in New
ran a
York City.
5K. Whatever.
It was a good time. You did good.
You
Yeah.
did good. He ran in second place out of
No, I was
30,000.
definitely not in second place. But I was in New York for the last 2 days, so that's why we're doing it today.
That's why we're on a Monday.
Seems like you didn't want to talk about it. Some fishy business.
No, I don't.
You know? No,
Yeah, it's not really part of the show.
I mean, you're part of the show, and it was athletic, so I wanted to
So-
talk about it.
It is.
It
yeah.
is the end of the month. Tomorrow we announce the NBA 2K giveaway. So if you're watching now, up until the 1st of October, comment and you're still entered to win. 2K,
I'm chewing
NBA.
gum. Is that our
Yeah,
only announcement?
comment. How many do we have?
We actually got a bunch now. And,
Okay.
I'll try to remember everyone that comments in the actual chat during the live show.
There's no
but
way to find it afterwards.
There's no way to find it.
Really?
So only people commented on what? Actual videos afterwards?
Yeah.
So we have
actual
to
YouTube video.
specify that right now. So we can't look back if you commented live.
Well, that's kind of hard to do.
You have to go back, or you have to just comment on,
Just comment on the actual YouTube
on the
video.
actual YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't comment. When we're
So if you
live,
comment
unfortunately.
now, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, we
All
got
right.
like one episode where we got a live chat, but
Yeah. Well,
we'll figure it out.
whatever.
Just comment and you're
So
entered.
some recent news in the league. Recently, Kyrie Irving fractured his face in a pickup game. That's gonna suck. Is he gonna have a mask on? Do you think? Hey, Doug,
Oh, I'm sorry.
take a foul.
Well, someone messaged me about the show, but is
Is
Kyrie
it-
gonna have
is
a
it
mask
all
on?
screwed
Hold
up?
on. What is it? What did they message about? Because you were totally
you got a
off.
foul because it's episode 12 and not 13.
Well, look what that says.
12.
12.
Does it? That looks like 13.
And that is coming from Tony Callisto himself.
Oh, really? That does look like 3 though from here, does it not, Doug?
Hey, it's not what matters.
To me, it
All
looks
right.
like a 12.
Looks like a
Doug,
12 to me.
Doug gets a foul for looking at Facebook messages and totally ignoring the fact.
Are we not supposed to interact with the crowd?
Not like that. You get a foul.
And
All
I'm
right,
out.
basketball season is starting soon.
Yes.
Kyrie broke his face.
Yep.
Kyrie broke his
I was
face.
asking you, do you think that he'll wear a mask?
It was an orbital bone fracture, right?
Yeah,
And
did-
I think he has to wear a mask
So is
if
that
he
one-
comes back.
Where
within
is that?
time frame. Right
It was
here.
his left one,
Ow.
and it was in a pickup game, so he must have been pissed. That probably hurt.
Yeah, beginning of the season. That's rough.
Was it an
So
elbow?
that was some
Had to
news.
be.
Head or an elbow, probably.
We don't have any other news?
No, we do. Joakim Noah, I was hearing that he's not on the Lakers roster because he had tension with LeBron in the past, and I guess it was him who said that he didn't want him to be on the team, and LeBron has a lot of power. And what else were you saying before the show about Joakim?
I didn't say anything about Joakim.
You didn't say that somebody made it over him for the last roster
Oh, no,
spot?
that was Lance Thomas on the Nets made it over Carmelo.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Joakim on that.
Oh no, is that a foul?
No,
I
because
feel like that's a foul. It was before the show, so I'll let it slide. But I said Lance Thomas for Carmelo.
we had that. That was on you because I didn't even
It's
bring
not
up.
me.
Bro, I didn't even bring up Carmelo.
We're talking about recent news, bud.
I know. I'm talking about when before the show. I was talking about Joakim Noah, and that's when you said that.
All right, whatever.
Anyways,
Let's get into that.
Anyways,
Are we going straight to the topic, or are you still talking about Joakim?
Do you want to go into no, not too much to say about him. Do you want to go into?
Well, there's 100 of these.
Well, do you think he finds a spot on any team?
He probably will.
Towards more.
He played 50-something games with Grizzlies last year.
He
didn't
looked
look
decent.
bad. And okay, so maybe there's other news. I heard that this is kind of old, but it's kind of interesting that Tyronn Lue didn't get hired through with the Lakers staff because they didn't want LeBron to have too much power. And I thought that was pretty interesting because
it makes sense.
it does make sense. I never thought of that though. Why they didn't just grab him and they just didn't want him to have too much power.
Who is he?
Tyronn Lue was his coach at Cleveland, and that's when they beat the Warriors down 3-1.
And it was pretty much under the assumption that LeBron kind of ran the team with him as head coach.
Yep.
So they don't want that to happen in LA.
That
makes
that
sense.
makes sense. I didn't think about that though. Do you want Ant? You didn't get to watch it. Do we talk about some NFL stuff before we get into the ESPN Top 100, or do you?
Yeah,
want
we could kind of switch that because we usually talk about NFL at the end. But we could jump into that now as that's what's currently happening. In the
I
world.
unfortunately did not watch a lot of games yesterday.
What? Okay, so what did you watch again?
What did I see? I saw the Bills play pretty good against the Patriots. If you want to talk about that,
So did I. That was pretty interesting. I'm trying to bring up all the scores
bring up
right
the
now,
stats real quick.
just so I have them in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah. From what I saw, like I was hopping from bar to bar, so I didn't really stay and watch the game and sit there and watch it. But from what I saw, the Bills looked pretty good.
The Bills' defense is serious. Did you see the numbers of Tom Brady by any chance?
Oh, it was terrible.
18 for 39, 150 yards, 1 interception.
Yeah, he did not do well.
Okay,
Especially
so
in fantasy.
he made a comment saying that Josh Allen, he feels bad for him, but you have to learn you have to learn the risk and reward with running. And like there's times you can run for that, but you also might get hit big.
How did he get injured? I didn't see that.
He got hit. He was a running play and he got smashed. And people are saying that it was a dirty hit and they didn't throw the flag or they didn't kick the guy out, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I saw Matt Barkley in there. I didn't see before that.
Yeah, and so I heard
He played pretty good though.
Yep. Yeah, because listen to this. For the first time in like 250 something days, I think, the Patriots haven't let up a touchdown.
Excuse me?
Yeah, the Patriots. I seen it on ESPN today.
I saw that their point total against is 27
who?
on the year.
Who?
The Patriots.
Really?
27 points.
I seen that.
This is a battle right here.
All right, I seen something today on ESPN that said that the defense hasn't let up a touchdown.
Oh, they might not have. I'm just saying 27 points for the whole year is insane.
Oh, okay. So 27 points for the whole year.
Like most
I
teams
thought
are
you
averaging like 90.
I thought you meant per game. I was like,
No.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Total points against was only 27. That's
That-
unheard of. Why the Patriots defense? Like when did they get so good?
They're rated number 1. I heard today on First Take.
Oh, they definitely are.
Yep. That's pretty
They're
insane.
scoring more points in fantasy than a lot of running backs. Like
Something
top tier running backs.
Okay, so that line was 7. I liked it on that. I figured all 3 of my underdogs would have covered Lions +7, Bills +7, and Bucks +9. I don't know. I just figured at home +7. That's a lot of points. Who knows? They could have won if Josh Allen didn't get hurt. We'll never know though. But
Yeah.
I
But
thought
16
that
to 10 against the Patriots is pretty good.
That's pretty good. And they made Tom Brady look like shit, most importantly. So
Yeah.
you'll take that. Like, yeah, they lost.
I'll
That's a
definitely
good
take
loss,
that.
though.
Manuel Jones was out there slinging it.
You
Daniel,
like
Manuel?
He threw me off again. I'm like, Manuel Jones. Yeah, Daniel Jones, I mean, he's won the last 2 games. It's looking like they did a good swap right there.
Their defense played pretty good too, though. And also, they were playing the Redskins.
The Redskins are
The
dog
Redskins
shit.
put in Dwayne Haskins, so their season's over.
Yep, they're dog shit. 0-4, first time they've went 0-4, and I heard it
I
was
defended them
long,
for a couple
long.
weeks, but I'm done.
You did. You were saying Giants were the worst, and I'm like, eh.
Well, I mean, Giants had a superhero come in at quarterback out of nowhere.
Your team, Philly, won on Thursday. We haven't had a show. I figured they were going to win. I watched it at your place for a little bit.
I didn't really figure they were going to win.
I did.
I hoped they would win.
Listen, you seen what I messaged. I said the play was Eagles money line and spread.
Yeah, you did say that.
You did say that.
I just had a feeling it was a good bounce back after losing the week before that to the Lions.
It was pretty much a must win.
Okay, so what else we got? KC, Detroit. I like Detroit a lot in that. Detroit is slept on. I don't care. They lost by 4.
They could have won that easily.
They could have won that easily. They scored too soon. +7. And
Vegas knew it was going to be closest.
My thing is Detroit. They scored at the end on a drive. They left like 2 minutes on the clock, and with 4th and 8, Mahomes ran it for 15 yards and got the first down. They did a hook and ladder play with Kelsey. Did you see that? Mahomes threw it to Kelsey for like 15 yards.
I didn't watch any of that game.
Kelsey was in the air and pitched it to LaShawn McCoy, and McCoy ran for it to the 10-yard line. It was beautiful, and that was to win the game. Basically, it was. The Chiefs are nasty. They were supposed to lose that game though to me, but Lions would have covered. That would have been fine. Going down the list, do you have anything to say about that? You didn't get to watch it, did you?
What?
You didn't get to watch Chiefs Lions.
No, I said that. I didn't watch it.
I think Mahomes, it was his first game without a touchdown pass. He had 315, but no touchdown pass.
Yeah, I saw that. He didn't have any touchdowns.
In his last 14 games, he's had at least 2.
Browns went to town.
I'm just going down
Their
the list
run game was unstoppable.
Browns went to town. Bad news, Nick Chubb, he's got a season-ending knee injury. It just got reported about 2 hours ago.
You're lying.
I swear to God, bro.
You're lying.
I swear to God, went from 3 touchdowns.
That did not happen.
Yes, it did.
I didn't get an update on that.
You're taking a foul if it did. Will you?
Nick Chubb.
Yes.
He's if it did, he has to take a foul.
He's got to.
He's arguing it.
Because we stopped the show and he's checking.
All right.
He did not
We're
tear
on
his
stat watch.
ACL, but he has a season-ending knee injury, and it happened reported about 2-3 hours ago.
By who?
Schefter himself.
Nick Chubb did not
Yes,
tear
he did.
his ACL.
No, he didn't. I didn't say ACL tear.
He's not. He doesn't have an
Season-ending
injury either.
Yes, he did.
No, he doesn't, dude.
Oh, now
Looking
we're
at
really
it
in a
right here.
battle. All right, I'm going to announce
Look at
this
this.
like
Hold
a
on,
professional wrestling announcer. No, I don't know
Who's
how.
getting the foul?
Oh, what the fuck? That was today. I seen it.
Today on Fouled Out.
I think
Who
Kevin made
gets
that
the
up.
foul?
No, dude. I swore I seen that.
Kev had a dream and is bringing it into fruition.
No way.
I was gonna say, dude, he's my starting running back in fantasy. I get all the updates on him.
Wait, what?
That's a foul.
Hold on,
and a
hold on,
half.
hold on.
That's like 4 fouls.
No, that's 1, but no way. I thought I seen that earlier.
I'm putting it up there, and we're moving on.
All right. Anyway, you want to get into the rankings?
Yeah, let's talk about the big topic for the day.
what we're here
ESPN
for.
did it was like 2 weeks ago probably.
What?
ESPN did a top 100 NBA players. This list is a little tricky. It's all subjective, really. It's whoever made the list. It's their opinion. But we have some opinions too. Once Kev gets out of his
No,
phone.
listen. I was sitting there for just watching it, and they were talking about Nick Chubb, and they must have been talking about in 2015 when he had one.
I don't know.
That's so fucked up. I heard it wrong. Because I was like, damn, that sucks for a lot of
He's
people.
definitely not injured right now.
No shit. Hold on.
Thanks for putting that out into the universe, though.
Wow.
Scored me 36 points yesterday. Anyway, how do you want to do this? You want to go through key players, or we're not going to go through all 100?
So originally I thought we were going to go through all 100, so I'm an idiot. But
I'm an idiot. I heard, that was they were talking about.
Kev,
him.
move on.
No, I just that shot. I'm glad I didn't say it to anybody else but this. But look at that list.
It's getting. I'm already
We
out.
might have
so
a triple foul.
If we get a
out.
triple foul out, something huge has to happen. We each get face tats or something cool.
I don't want to face that. I'm just going to put that out there.
We started the show before, and everybody's got fouls now.
Seriously.
What are you going to do? All right,
Whoa.
so are we doing key players or all 100?
Listen, we're gonna start from the bottom. We're gonna go 100 up. And,
Derek White, what are your thoughts?
Opposite. We're not going.
We're going
100
from the
down.
top. Well, what's the point of that? 'Cause
Why
we're
would you
never
start
gonna
at
get up
1?
To 100.
What's that?
We're
We
never
don't
going to
wanna-
get to 100.
We don't ever want to talk about 50. These 50 basically. Let's talk about the top players first.
Yeah,
None of our viewers want to hear about the bottom 100.
Yeah, we
right
were
now.
originally going to do this as like a reaction video, but Kevin and I both kind of went through the list already. So, I mean, I got notes and opinions on pretty much all these players, but
Yeah, Ant, start with the one that
You
says
want to go from 50 or 30?
1 to 11, I think it says.
I think 30 and on would be good.
30 to 11?
Why are we not talking about from the beginning?
Why would we talk about
There's
like, the
definitely
best
30
first?
good players.
What?
Why would we talk about like the best ones first?
I guess we could do the
Devin
countdown
Booker's
like
number
that.
30. Is that bad?
Yeah, Devin Booker number 30 is terrible. It makes no sense to me. It's saying there's 29 other players in the NBA that you'd rather have on your team this year.
Dude, if we're talking about all these players from the bottom, we're going to be talking about who they should be being replaced with, but we didn't talk about any of them because you're saving them for last. You have to go from one first.
That's just that doesn't make any sense because then we're going to be
because then
talking
when we get
about
from
like
30, and that could be like, hey, I don't think Devin Booker should be 30 because he's better than somebody at 18. Nobody's going to know who's at 18, and we're going to have to backtrack. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I guess I understand that. Yeah.
Either way, you're
Because
gonna be talking
Either
about
way,
people.
we're going to have to
Because
backtrack.
De'Aaron Fox is like 24 and Klay Thompson's 49, but if we get to Klay
Hey, dude,
Thompson
we'll
first, we'll
start
never
at-
say who
we'll
he's better
start
than.
at the superstars.
All right.
Do you get that though?
I get both points, but we're going to have to do the same thing in reverse.
That's fine, but we can't judge. We can't base anybody who's at 80 only to who was at
Yeah,
100.
we know what you're saying.
I get it.
Giannis is number 1.
Okay. And we'll begin now.
So Giannis number 1. He's fantastic. Him, LeBron, Kawhi. Those are the top 3. Though I don't have any argue with any.
So
of those.
the only argument I have is this list is for regular season and playoffs. Like who is going to be the best player during that? We've seen what happened to him in the playoffs. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's the best regular season player currently, but playoffs is a little different. So that's why I would put Kawhi.
Yeah, like I said, I don't. It's all
It's so
situational
hard
to
to
me.
really switch the top 5. They can
Why?
all be
No,
one.
number 2?
not to me, not top 5, because I think Harden can't repeat. I think the other guys are a little bit better than Harden because.
But
of
I would
size
say the same
and
thing
defense.
for 5.
Who's 5?
Anthony Davis.
Okay, yeah.
Harden's 4.
The only problem with Ant Davis is he hasn't won anything yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. But neither has.
Harden just went to the Western Conference Finals back to back.
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo's won MVP, and he went to Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So what else you got for the top 5? What about LeBron?
Well, yeah, let's talk about LeBron at 3.
Well, that's fine. He
You
only
think it's
played
good?
50 some odd games last year. He's going to bounce back. He's going to be nasty. They said that they're going to run the offense through Anthony Davis, and they said that it would be bad. Or he doesn't understand why have him and not run him as the main primary offense. That tells
if
me
you
something.
have that caliber player and you have LeBron, who's an amazing facilitator, why wouldn't you run that?
Exactly. But some other news that we didn't talk about. Kyle Kuzma has he has a problem with his foot. I don't want to say what the injury is and catch a foul, but I think it's like a stress
Yeah, I think
fracture
he,
in the bottom of his foot. And 15 years ago, I was hearing, yes, you would worry about if it's going to be a significant reoccurring issue. But nowadays, they said you could check your gait, you could get new sneakers, you could work on your stride, and they could work on that. So, but it kind of sucks if they miss him for a little bit of time.
Yeah, 'cause
But
he's integral. To
here's
the
my thing. Do you have any comments on that quick? But I want to keep going with what I'm thinking. Then I'll let you.
No,
go.
keep going. I mean, you pretty much said
They
it
picked
about
up Howard, and they still are promising basically that Anthony Davis is going to be the 4. So that puts LeBron at the 3 and a couple guards. Does that put Kuzma at the 6 man?
I mean, it kind of has to.
But Kuzma averaged 18 points a game last year. Started basically every single
unless
game.
LeBron starts at point guard.
Yeah,
And
but somebody's going to have to defend. So I was thinking that earlier when I was driving, and like have an Avery Bradley out there or
No, I was
somebody
just
that
thinking
could
the same
lock
name.
down. And I mean, you could, but you still want to get Danny Green out there and start.
You could have
8 or 2.
You could have Danny Green start, and he could defend the point guard.
That'd be tough because he's kind of bigger, but who knows? But he would have a tough time guarding the Lillard, McCollum, the Kyrie Irvings.
Their
of the league,
actually
and
their
Steph
lineup is a
Curry's.
little confusing.
It's
hard.
just
it's hard.
deep.
It's deep.
They got some
Exactly.
big men
It's
too.
hard.
They're long, they're lengthy. They're a big team. They are
Yeah.
going to be phenomenal. They're actually still the favorite in to win it all. Updated plus 185.
Really?
Yeah, number 3 I think I saw is the Warriors.
They creeped up then.
Yep. Okay, so one more point before I let you go on this the Lakers. So we were talking about Kuzma, and right before that, what we were talking about again? I forget actually, but I went
don't
from
know.
something to
LeBron?
Kuzma. Yeah,
somebody's
LeBron.
injury.
Okay. So my thing is
And then
LeBron. I think that with him saying that Anthony Davis is going to be the primary scorer, I think a lot of people were talking shit about his defense last year. I
This
think
gives him more of an opportunity.
yes, I think
to
he's
show
going to
his
pick up
defense.
on his defense in a lot of the slack that he didn't play last year.
I agree. When everything's not on your shoulders, it releases you to do other things. Like he can actually put effort into defense without having to carry the team to a victory.
Well, last play at games on the line, though, it's in LeBron's hands. Going down the stretch, the ball's in LeBron's hands. He's still going to close
I think the
games.
ball's going to be in his hands.
He'll
most
close
of the
the
time.
games for sure. That's what I'm
He's
saying.
closing the
Even
game?
though they say they want to run it through him, they're still going to close the games.
So
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
good with
LeBron
the
is-
top 5?
Yeah, Harden and AD, that's
Do you
fine.
think
with
those
me.
guys all deserve to be top 5?
Yep.
Yeah.
In-
I think
in some
number 6 could
combination.
slide in.
No, I think 6 could slide
that's
for
what
Harden.
confused me.
To me.
You have like a thing against Harden.
Now,
for some
Harden's
reason.
dirty. He's absolutely filthy. He averaged 36 last year. Nobody's done it but him.
Yeah, it's insane.
I don't know. I think
That's why the top 10.
I
even
think
is
Curry
so hard.
absolutely changed the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
Harden did 2 in a way, but I'm just saying, like, it's 5 and 6. I wouldn't care if Anthony Davis was 6 and he was 5. It's just that's the only person I think you could slide in there. Slide up a little more is we'll keep it going. Yeah, that's where it stops right
Yeah,
there.
there's a huge drop
Exactly,
at 6 in my opinion.
Exactly, top 6 debatable. I don't
Agreed.
care. Some people would probably have Curry
Nothing
at 3.
against number 7, Nikola Jokic.
So,
But
yeah, some people could go maybe LeBron 1, Curry 2,
I
wouldn't even
I
care.
even wrote that down that LeBron, I would maybe even put him at 1, but he's gone on record to say that he's going to run the offense through AD, which will deflate him his value, I guess, a little bit.
1 through 6 hit shuffle, and I'll make you a case why.
Yeah, 100%
every single
agreed.
time they're that good of players.
100% agreed.
Actually, no, because you can't put LeBron at 6. But you know what I'm saying, though. The rest of whatever you could
Yeah, but
shuffle
I
them
could
guys
make
around.
I could make a case for every one of them being 3, though. So it's
Sure.
it's so hard to do.
Exactly. Nikola Jokic, he's a baller for sure. I
Yeah.
want to see him win, and I think his time is coming.
I think so too.
I think that the Nuggets are putting their pieces together. We've been talking about them all off season. I cannot wait till the season starts. But I think
I think they
Jokic is
added
an
good
all-around
pieces.
great player.
Yeah, he's watching him. You wouldn't think it because he's slow. He doesn't do flashy stuff. He's got some cool passes and
Yeah.
stuff. But when you look at his numbers, he's incredible. He's honestly just incredible.
Walking triple-double is a big man.
Yeah, he's the best passing big man we've seen ever, maybe, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's ridiculous. He'll have 20
Who's
assists.
the big
in a
guy
game.
they got this year? He played in Syracuse.
Oh, I was gonna say Jeremy Grant.
Grant, yeah.
But I
sorry,
don't know if you're
based
talking
on his
about him.
name.
Yeah, that's
I think he's going to add a bunch to their team too. Just going to be
Embiid.
great.
Okay, we could start debating again, but Embiid is up there top 10. I think
Joel Embiid's number
Lillard,
8.
Lillard and him could be switched. It doesn't matter to
So
me.
they have 8 Joel Embiid, and then 9 Lillard, 10 Paul George.
So Paul George could
I
be
would swap
switched
all
there.
3 of them,
Exactly.
interchange them.
Yep.
That's what these numbers. They're so
But
interchangeable.
overall, you're okay with the top
I'm
10.
great with the setup of the top 10.
The top 10 has the players you think should be top
I would
10.
actually put Paul George 7. He was in the
But he
MVP
was in
race
the- all I'm
last
saying
year.
is, like,
The
he's in the top
The
10.
only other player that maybe could fit in the top 10, but I don't know who he would edge out, would be Russell Westbrook. But
He's so close.
he's
Yeah, what,
He's like 11, right?
I think he's 12.
Would you click it?
I'm going to the next thing.
Oh, okay. That was it. Who was 11?
Kyrie.
Kyrie was.
Kyrie is
one
11.
starts at
Russell
11.
Westbrook is 12.
Okay.
And then one that I do not agree with is CJ McCollum at 13.
Okay, so I did highlight that too. And it's not that he's not a baller because the best backcourt in the NBA, points-wise, has been
And I
either
think that's why he's 13 is just because of
him
their
and
records.
Lillard or Curry and Clay.
Yeah.
Those have been the 2 best backcourts in the NBA for
Yep.
a minute there. And he's
But I-
so productive, though. He is
No,
very
I'm not
he is
saying he's
very
not a great
good.
player, and he's definitely top 20, maybe even top 15. I just don't think he's 13.
It just threw you off, too?
When I seen his name 13, I'm like, I just can't be.
Look, I'm a huge fan of him, but look at, oh, man, it's all blurry for some reason. Why does this happen with the iPads? Do you know?
I don't use that app. I don't know.
You use the notability sometimes,
I
right?
stopped using it.
No.
But
All right, well, either way, I that was the first person I highlighted
well,
too out
he's
of all
not the
of them.
first one. Well, we went opposite orders, but yeah, the one right after him, Rudy Gobert at 14. I still think there's other players in the league I would rather have on my team than him.
Than Rudy?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He's a beast. Best defensive player in the league. Best defensive center in the league. But there's players that we're going to see soon that I would much rather on my team.
Okay, yeah. So I did do McCollum now. I finally got it working. Yeah, Rudy. There is other players too, but let's not. You're not going to build around Rudy, but he's the best defending big man in the NBA. Averages the most blocks. He is the best all around perimeter defender in my eyes, and he will be
Perimeter defender?
I'm not perimeter, around the rim.
Interior.
Look at you smiling.
It's close.
Look at you
That's
smiling.
close.
He's one of the best interior.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's probably the best in the league.
I like that.
But so next we got, which could also
Ben
be a
Simmons.
controversial one with Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's
but
definitely
not,
up there, but
he's
he
like
doesn't-
top like 20, 25 to me.
I would maybe say
Yeah,
like,
but not really. He might be falling in right because he's better than Luka.
yeah, so this, all right, the next like 10, I'm just confused. How is Bradley Beal not the next one is honestly just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I feel like Bradley Beal could be replaced with
14.
C.J. McCollum.
Or even 13, yeah.
I feel, I don't
Actually,
know.
I agree with that. I would put Bradley Beal in CJ McCollum's spot.
Kemba's up there at 17.
I think
Hold on, we can talk about Luka. That's a
huge
number.
for him.
Yeah.
Like,
1 year played.
1 year fully completed, and now he's
He
16th
must-
best player in the league.
How
Best player in the
okay,
league.
so I can't lie. I haven't watched a shit ton of Luka games. I've watched a lot
he's
of highlights
incredible.
though, but you only see his makes on the highlights. And
Yeah.
he has hit game winners. He has hit game winners and game winners. I don't know if he's going to take a step back though, how Donovan Mitchell did his second year, and other players
I
do.
mean, yeah, a lot of players do that. The sophomore slump.
If he doesn't though, that man with KP, they're going to be disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, 16th best player in the league in your second year is it's kind of astonishing. But I don't disagree.
I kind of do though.
I
I feel like there's
don't,
better.
man.
I feel like Klay Thompson is better than him.
So yeah, we'll get to Klay Thompson.
Well, hold on.
fully
I'm
agree.
just off the top of my head. Klay Thompson is better than Luka
Klay
Doncic.
Thompson's better than Ben Simmons. Klay Thompson's better than Rudy Gobert. Klay Thompson's better than CJ McCollum.
Yeah, I agree.
But
And
for
I
some
agree
reason,
again.
keep going, Ant. You're not gonna find him for a while.
Well, hold on. We can. Yeah.
Well, is it taking into account like his current situation?
I don't know.
It has to. Well, that's
Well, Durant is out.
KD's not on the list, so
Well,
they
that's,
gotta
that's
be.
a little different because his season ended.
They-
Clay's coming back, so
yeah,
it's
but
that's
got
why
to
Clay's
he's
be.
on the
impact
list.
is a lot smaller than all these players
That's
will be.
that's what it has to be. If we're taking that into account, then a lot of things change.
No, they want to do that.
I think. Then
Is
why-
Porzingis on the list?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so
if
he's
they're
in the
not
same.
doing
Is
that-
Porzingis on this list?
I don't. That's what I'm asking. He might be in the same situation as Clay if he's on the
Yeah,
list.
Porzingis is on this list.
Okay, he's better than a lot of those players.
Yeah, but he's coming off injury, so it has to be
I mean, you
based
think
on the current.
if Steph had a healthy Clay, would he be in the top 5?
Who?
Steph Curry,
We already said Steph could be top like 3. You can make.
but
a
he's
case
at
for him.
6 probably just because Clay's injured.
No, I think he might be at 6 just because they got more votes. Whoever did it for that players.
Yeah, I don't know how they.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
how this was
individual,
done.
I don't think they would base one off the other's performance.
This can't be an individual based thing.
What's that?
It's
said
got to
this
it's
list
got to
can't
take
be
into
like an
account the
individual.
situation around
That's.
them.
I mean, no, they're going off like player per player.
Oh no, I know what you mean by that.
So
Anyway,
yeah, we can just keep flying. We
So-
got Luka, we got Kemba.
Kemba Walker.
I'm okay with Kemba being 17.
Kemba's a baller. Yeah, he's always been.
Yeah, he's good. People didn't hear about him a lot because he was in the worst team in the league, which could say something about him. But we'll see this year. I think it's a test of his potential.
I think they're gonna be pretty good. I
I
don't
think
know
the Lakers
why.
will be
Remember,
good.
I've been saying they're that
Yeah,
sleeper team. I don't
so
have a
you're
real
like-
reason. I
you're-
have a feel.
How I am with the Rockets thinking they're going to be extraordinary. You're like that with the Celtics for some reason.
No, I don't think they're gonna be extraordinary. The Celtics. I just think they're gonna be a good team.
I don't. Extraordinary was a bad word, but yeah. Also, one that I'm pretty confused about, but 21, Jimmy Butler,
He was 13 last year.
and he didn't like regress too hard,
Is that what it says? 13 previous rank? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
and he didn't like regress. He's on his own team now. Like his usage rating is gonna go up. I just don't see how he's this deep. I would have
I
him
agree with that.
agree with him being this deep, or
I agree with you.
yeah. I
think
I'd put him
Jimmy's-
over Donovan Mitchell's 20. I'd put him over him. I'd
Okay,
put him
so
over-
that's kind of tough because if you're like, okay, I'm thinking, if you're picking up like, you're picking a team and you got Jimmy or Donovan Mitchell, I might snag Donovan Mitchell if
'cause
I
he's
need
young.
buckets. Not just because he's young. Like
if you need buckets.
yeah, but Jimmy picks up on the two-way.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy's a great defender also. He could lock a player down while still scoring and closing games well.
Yeah.
But I'm still thinking like Donovan. I might take Donovan Mitchell because he could drop 40 no problem. So I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Those two, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think Jimmy Butler's better than. Not Beal, but I think he's better than some of them.
I think he's better than. I would rather have him on my team than Rudy Gobert. Than CJ
Yeah, but it's
McCollum.
for what they do at the position.
Yeah.
And it's for what he's worth, which is not perimeter, as I said, and I appreciate you. For that. But it's interior.
Right.
So you think Bradley Beal is getting shafted at 19?
100%.
Shafted,
Bradley
yeah.
Beal's second
He's better
best.
than McCollum.
Yeah. I think I would put him at 13.
If John Wall was healthy, where does he lie?
That's a tough question.
But see, look at this is See,
If he's
it's
healthy-
mentioning John Wall in here, so it's definitely taking into account the players around him.
fact that-
Well, no, John Wall was out, and he averaged 25, 5, and 5 last year. He did very good because John Wall was out, I think.
Yeah.
Because he got all the primary ball handling.
Well, yeah.
Wall come
Are you
back
reading
this
what
year?
this says right here?
I didn't read that.
I don't think he does. I can't read that.
You can't read that far.
Oh, yeah, they're going to finish at the bottom, basically, but he's going to get all the shots.
Yeah. So if it's mentioning that, it's definitely taking into account the team he plays on. It's not just
that makes
his
sense.
skill alone, you know.
It does make sense.
Wait, what? What? Hold on.
So that's why he's at 19 and not at 10 or whatever.
But
Why
it's,
is that?
I don't know if it does because like this
That's
is
not-
all about your alone skill.
No, that is about their alone skill. Because
It's
who's on the
literally
I
the
feel
big,
like if his
the-
team's worse,
the
his
first
skill would
Steph
be
it
Curry,
says-
hold on. Steph Curry's 6, and their team is not good. They have him and Draymond Green. They are gonna have a tough time. I feel like even though they're getting favorited, they're not gonna have that much scoring. Their team
But
just
the
lost
Wi-
Kevin Durant too.
the Wizards are going to be at the bottom of the Eastern Conference.
So
For sure.
yeah, but
You think the Warriors are that bad?
Yeah, but
no, not that bad. But if I'm going by what you're saying,
All I'm saying
Wa-
is, look at the first thing it says.
what's
How
it
will
say?
the current state of the Warriors impact Beal? So clearly, they're taking everything into account, not just him.
No,
I
that's
think
their
that's more of,
individual.
like how it's going to affect his play though.
That's all their stuff is
Ah,
individual.
maybe you're right.
Nah.
I was trying to make sense of it.
So we talked about Jimmy Butler at 21.
All right, you know what? I like Siakam. That's crazy at 22, and we'll see. I really like him though. I feel like he's disgusting because he's so lengthy and big. I just dropped my pen cap. I'm trying to do some stunt here.
I kind of am okay with him at 22, and I actually think it's a little bit high for him.
Toronto is going to be disgusting. I feel like just because of him, and Van Fleet is going to be a nice X factor.
We've seen him as the first option in the games that Kawhi didn't play last year, and which they did well. I think they went 17-5 during that stretch.
Yeah, you know what I found out though? I think like 15 of those games were against the East.
Oh, I don't know that, so maybe.
So it was like 15 East,
So easy
7
games?
West.
I didn't see
yeah,
the
some of
schedule
them,
for those
I heard
22
like
games.
Knicks, Magic, blah, like just
Yeah.
not like too tough of games.
That makes sense.
I like that. I like where he's at 23. Blake Griffin's he's on it. He's not on his decline, but he's declining. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's having great years in
Yeah,
the Pistons
but
still.
he can't get. I don't think any better than what his peak was.
I
I thought
think-
we saw that at the
I
Clippers.
agree. I think where he's at is going to stay his playing field for now. I don't think he's going to have another drastic improvement like he did when he started shooting the threes.
And he had a great year last year. I mean, he moved 10 spots, and there was times where just by numbers people were talking about MVP talk at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I
but
remember that.
he's not gonna.
23 is a good number.
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good number for him. I find that very fitting. I know you mentioned something about Mike Conley. What do you think about that? Mike Conley.
I forgot
number
who was
24.
the one I said I would take over Conley. I think it was like 34.
I think
but
you said Chris Paul.
yeah.
Yeah, Chris
I
Paul.
like Mike Conley a lot, and I think that he's going to be disgusting with the Jazz. But I would still take Chris Paul over him. I think because they're both floor generals, but Chris Paul's a little older, and you don't know how he's going to be injury-wise, but I don't know. I just feel like Chris Paul is still a little bit more complete.
I could see that just because Chris Paul is going to be like the main drive on their team, the main focus outside of.
Hold on. You're picking up your basketball team again, and you got Chris Paul on the left and Mike Conley on the right, and you got a squad you're building for, and you need buckets, who you grabbing? I'm grabbing Chris Paul.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Chris Paul too.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm grabbing Chris Paul. If I'm playing 2K and I'm picking, I like them both a lot, but I'm grabbing Chris Paul. Well, everybody's different on 2K because
I mean,
Conley's
2K
a left-hand shooter, shoots
Yeah.
kind of like Harden in a way.
I'm grabbing if it's just a pickup game. I'm grabbing Chris Paul.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
In a basketball game, too, if I'm building, I'm grabbing Chris Paul. So, all right, you can keep going up with Conley. Love him, though. De'Aaron Fox is a goddamn baller. He's disgusting.
I actually kind of love that he broke the top 25. I think, like I've talked about before, I think this is going to be a great year for him.
Yeah, Kings are going to be sick. I like De'Aaron Fox a lot.
Yeah,
the next couple are kind of like
they're
D'Angelo Russell. If he plays super good, the Warriors are going to be nice.
yeah, for sure. Do you think he comes off the bench
Well, Clay's hurt, so no.
when Clay comes back?
No.
Do you think he's still on the team when Clay comes back?
Yes.
Think so?
And I think it's going to be Steph at the 1, obviously. D'Angelo at the 2. Clay at the 3.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I actually was playing the 2K, and what their lineup is that. And then, who the hell are their last two? I think they had, like, Coley Stein at the 5.
Draymond at the 4.
Draymond at the 4. With Coley Stein or a Looney. One of them.
Coley Stein starts on 2K, I think.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right. So who else we got?
27.
Jamal Murray.
27, Jamal Murray.
He's a baller. I don't
I'm
watch
good
him
with
too
that.
much. He's going to get even better as the years go on.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot for him. Do I think there's players I would take over him coming up? Probably, yeah.
They factor in the age and shit, though, too. So, like, if they're talking Conley or Chris
Do they
Paul...
factor in the age?
Yeah, they got to.
They got to.
They got to.
Okay.
It's for this year, right?
It's for this year.
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah.
That's probably why LeBron is also 3. This is the first time he hasn't been 1, I
Yeah.
think, since they started making this.
Yeah, I guess age is a factor. You're right. So, next we got 28, Trae Young.
When I saw that, I'm like, damn, they respect Trey. He's a baller, don't get me wrong, but, like...
Terrible hair.
They must really like him because 28, that's a good spot. But his
When I
age,
first
young.
saw him, it took me off guard.
Almost won Rookie of the Year. Had a better second half of the season than Luka last year.
Yeah, if his first half was as good as his second half, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm good with it there. At first, when I first seen
When
it,
I saw it, I was like, oh, shit, okay.
yeah, I was like, whoa. And then it started to really make sense to me, so I was good with it.
What about 29?
29, that's a good spot for him. He's a great player,
I
max
think it might
contract
be a
player.
little too high for him considering the people that are behind him. Because, like, the next 5 people I would put ahead of him, essentially.
Would you?
Yeah. So
Tobias, you gotta think. Tobias is a sleeper max contract player.
I fully agree that he is that good, but I also think the next 5 people are that good.
All right, let's see him because I don't.
So next we got Devin Booker. I'm taking him over Tobias Harris in a pickup game.
I'm taking him over C.J. McCollum.
Exactly. Like
You know me about Devin Booker. I love Devin Booker. I think he's so good.
Him being number 30 is actually insane to me. Like, granted, he hasn't had any like postseason success.
He hasn't had a damn team.
He hasn't brought anything.
Yeah.
Any respectable records, but
no,
he really hasn't had a team. Now he's got Ayton, which
Yep.
he's going to improve again this year.
8 in year 2.
And they actually have a real point guard.
Yep, they
He
got
doesn't
a real
have to be the
guard.
point
They got
guard.
Ricky Rubio. They got Miles Bridges. They got Tyler Johnson off the bench. They got Akubu or Kobo, however you say it, off the bench. They have what's his name from the Wizards there. He used to play with them. What's the slasher from the Wizards name that used to play there? And now he's on the Suns. Kelly Oubre. They have the Suns have Kelly Oubre also. They're not a bad squad.
I forgot they got him.
Yeah, so like they're trash, but their win total went from 19 to 29. So that's a 10-game
They've definitely
increase.
improved.
Yeah.
Essentially, getting a point guard alone is going to make them improve just because this frees up. Like we were saying about LeBron, Devin Booker doesn't have to be the point guard. He can be the scorer.
Wait, I lied. I don't want to foul. I think it's Mikal Bridges. Miles Bridges is, I think, on the Hornets, but I corrected it, so I don't think I want to foul.
You said Mikal Bridges?
No, I think I said Miles. I think
no,
it's
because
Mikal.
I was going to call you out because I thought you said the wrong one, and then I thought you did in my head.
I got one of them wrong.
So
we'll call it a wash.
Wipe that one.
Hey, you got to call me out. Drew Holiday, they respect the shit out of him,
31.
and he is a baller because of his defense. He's one of the best defending guards in the NBA. Made all-team defense, one of the 3 teams multiple times. I like it.
So would you have him over Tobias, or am I just? Because
I would have Tobias over him for
You
sure.
would?
Absolutely.
I don't see. I mean, all
You
due
got
respect to your opinion.
points per game, assists, rebounds. Tobias is a 20 points per game scorer plus.
So can Drew.
Drew doesn't, though. He's close. He probably averages like 17, 18.
Yeah, I don't remember his actual
Maybe he does
stat line.
average 20
I think
a game.
I think it might have been. I don't think.
He
I'm
might
not
have
positive.
a career 20. I don't know, but I just feel like Tobias is over a career 20. Chris Paul's the next one. I take him over a lot. We were talking about him. I like Chris Paul. He's a baller.
Previous rank was 11.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man fell
it's
21.
insane. It's people are hating on him, or somehow thinking that his game's gone.
It's because
his game is still
of
there.
the damn. It must have been because of last year or something. They had
his
they
game
had a
changed.
hurt Warriors team, and they couldn't take advantage of it, and they lost.
Yeah. I mean, I get that.
You couldn't ask for a better situation, not to cut you off, than having Kevin Durant hurt in the Western Conference Finals against. You just can't ask for a better situation.
No, I mean, if you were gonna win, that was your chance.
Yeah.
And that's why they blew it up, kind of.
You want to keep going?
Yep.
So,
33.
33. Victor Oladipo.
Good spot. He's better than some to me. He's a baller.
I would have him higher if he wasn't coming off an injury. I think he only played like 30-something
Wow,
games.
last year or 15 was his last rank.
Yeah, and
exactly.
he got injured.
He's a baller.
He's a baller. One of the best two-way players in the game.
Yeah,
And he's
Top
fun
5.
to watch.
That's why I was
honestly.
saying I would have him a lot higher too. I didn't see his previous rank. Yeah,
Yeah, I would
makes
have him a
sense.
lot higher.
Keep going it.
And here's Kristaps. I think
Makes sense.
I think 34 is
34.
actually good for him, especially coming off an injury.
Same here. I was thinking you were going to dispute that, and I think it's pretty good actually. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him prove himself enough yet on a winning team to try to put him any higher.
Right. I mean, he's the unicorn. He's definitely like a great player. But he's coming off an injury, and he's not
Keep going
proven
it.
enough.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And even though I'm a Knicks fan and I should hate him, I still like Porzingis.
Tatum went from 25 to 35. Is that what it's saying?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like it.
It's
25,
because he
35.
had a down year last year, and a lot of those shots weren't falling. I could see him going back to 25 or higher. He'll
I
be an
think he was
all-star next year.
overrated at 25 last year. He definitely had a great season.
His rookie year was insane, though.
25 best player in the league, though.
Yeah, but his rookie year, he averaged like 20 points a game.
I guess you could.
On a
Make an
Celtics team
argument
that
for it.
went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
It's true. I think 35 is good for him.
36, Chris Middleton.
Yeah, good spot. I
It's
used to
fine.
think way higher than him. I used to like him a lot.
I think-
He went from 35 to 36.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right spot for him, honestly.
I wish he would show up in all the big moments, though. He's their 3-point threat that can hit it from there. Giannis doesn't really smack him like that. He'll hit him, but
Right.
he needs to go off for them to go further.
He needs to show up more. We got 37, Al Horford. I don't hate it.
Love it.
I mean,
He could be higher to me.
he could be higher. He's a great player. He's actually underrated, in my opinion.
Yeah, for what he's worth, he's one of the best packages you can get.
Yeah.
He does.
Unfortunately, I think you've got a lot of guys that could be higher, but not as many guys that could be lower. So they might be in the right spot.
Yeah, I
No,
guess,
I
I
have
guess
some.
you do have
I
a
have
point
some
there.
that could be lower. I mean, I haven't said it as much,
Yeah.
but I definitely have. I could see him swapped. I couldn't think off the top of my head, but I could have him swapped in the 20s probably.
All right.
Somebody for sure.
Draymond at 38.
I think he's too high at 38.
Previous rank 16.
Yeah, that. So
Previous rank 16
I could
is
swap.
nuts.
I could swap him with somebody in the teens too. Like I would literally not just because like I wouldn't swap 25 to 38, but I would take him over a D'Angelo Russell. I would take him over a De'Aaron Fox. I would take him over some of those other players. He does so much on both ends. He creates shots and baskets and opportunities for other people on the court. He runs the floor. He's one of the best defenders.
He hustles.
He hustles so hard. He's passing and IQ is great. He's too high to me.
I think
He fell 22 spots because he didn't get the action because of Durant.
I
and
also
the
think he's
limited
too
role.
high. I think he should definitely have a lower number. But
Better than Porzingis. to
there's
me.
also an argument that he's a system player, and it's based off what like best player in the league. So maybe he's not the most skilled player in the actual league. Does that make any sense?
I don't know what the hell you just said.
I
But I'm
felt like it
taking
didn't
him-
make
I'm
sense.
taking him over a bunch of people. Like,
I mean,
could
I would
see-
take him over.
I could
a
see
bunch of
him at
people as well.
16. I could see him.
I think that's a stretch, man.
Nope.
That's a stretch.
Nope.
I could see him maybe like 30.
Draymond.
You think there's only 15 better players in the league?
I think
Draymond
that's
is one of the
absolutely
best.
nuts.
Draymond, bro, he was 16 last year, so I'm not too far off. Like literally saying that he's just.
I think this year in the league, he cannot be that high.
Sure, he's better, bro. He's better than Jimmy Butler was 21. I'm taking him over him or whatever. I would. I'm taking him over like maybe right after. I don't know who was after Westbrook. I think he was like 12, 13. I'm taking him over Gobert.
I could argue that. I would maybe do that too. I think Gobert's way too high.
No, he is not. Gobert's not. He's up there.
I'm not taking him over
Who's
Donovan
14?
Mitchell. I'm not taking him over
14?
Bradley Beal. I'm not taking him over Kemba,
Who's
Luka.
14's
Rudy Gobert.
Okay. So I could put him there.
You could put him there, but then you can't.
You got him over a lot of people.
You have to move over a bunch of people.
Who's 16 again? Ben
16 is
Simmons?
Luka. 15 is Ben Simmons.
Okay, keep going up a couple.
Then Kemba.
Okay.
Then Karl Anthony Towns. That one's maybe.
No.
Then Bradley Beal, which is a no.
No.
Donovan Mitchell, no. Jimmy Butler, you said yes. I said no. Siakam, I could say.
I would.
Maybe.
Yes, I would.
Blake Griffin, maybe.
No.
So you got him in the high 20s.
Mike Conley, I
low
wouldn't.
20s.
De'Aaron Fox, I wouldn't.
I would take him over those guys just because he's a winner. He's a Hall of Famer. Right now, if he's
I
Hall
agree
of Famer.
there. I agree.
And a dynasty. I don't know, but that's arguable. 38. I could see him if he has a great year with them going back to 16 top 20. No problem.
If they have a great year, yeah, for sure. But that's going to
What he's done in the last years, he's locked down people in the highest of stages.
I mean, I agree. I don't think he's going to pass a lot of those players, but I agree with some of them. So it's hard to really say.
Lowry, I like him where he is. He fell off a lot.
39 might be lower than that in my opinion, but because he did win a title and he plays hard, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'd scoop him if he was on the court. Vucevic is a baller, 40, I guess.
I'm good with that.
He made his first All-Star appearance last year. We'll see how the Magic does. They're at 42 wins for the year. LaMarcus Aldridge, in his prime 10 years ago, he's one of the best in the league.
I'd say it's art for him right now.
41 though.
I could see him in like the 35 range also.
Last year 28. That makes sense. I don't know. I would shuffle him a little bit. He's fine though, I guess.
Yeah, it's I mean, this blows my fucking
Number
mind.
42.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson at number 42.
Yeah, I think
No chance. Not a chance.
Hold on. He's never stepped
There's
on
not
the
a
court.
chance
Not
unless he is actually that good.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean there's not a chance?
There's not a chance that he's the 42nd best player in the league right now.
Well, he could be.
Listen.
We don't know.
You can't say that.
Okay, there's a chance.
There is because
It's not
going
gonna
to
happen.
What if we haven't seen him play. He was absolutely dominating in the college level.
Okay,
if
so
he dominates the NBA, top 10. If he dominates
in the
I
college
don't know
level,
what he is.
he's always the strongest player on the court.
Yep.
He's always the biggest.
Yep.
That's
He
gone.
isn't- No, it's not.
He's not always going to be the
I
biggest.
want to give you the foul for
He's
that.
still big, though.
He's
the
still big.
He's the second heaviest player in the NBA.
Is he the strongest? Does he have
Maybe.
grown man
No,
strength yet?
You said he's not the biggest though. I don't want to give you foul. I'm just saying.
Biggest is
He's literally
okay.
He's 280.
He's not the tallest.
Boban is like 281 or some shit.
He's not the tallest. He's
No,
not the strongest.
But he is. He might be. He might not. He's like top.
How old is he?
He's like 20 years old.
Yeah.
Or not even 19. And
He don't got that dad strength.
He doesn't
yet.
have that. He doesn't know how to work with the strength that he has.
Okay, but hold on. You can't say that either because you don't know that.
I don't know, but
He's stronger than every single guard.
I don't
every
think
single
any
shooting
rookie
guard.
should be in
He's
the top
stronger
100.
than maybe every small forward, but a hand select. He's probably stronger than he's got to be stronger than a lot of those guys in the NBA. Just coming in.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
I don't want to put him at 42 either, but who knows? He has a chance.
I don't feel like any rookie should be in the top 100.
It's Zion.
It's-
I don't
it's-
agree with that.
It's
the
Zion.
Zion.
Oh, I
factor.
hate that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I
though?
get it, but I hate
They're
it.
throwing him in there because it's Zion. This is the most hype.
He's purely at this position just so people talk about this, just so they do what we're doing right now.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
That's all that is.
I don't know.
He stepped on the NBA court for like 5
Well,
minutes.
if this was like perfectly crafted and there was no controversy, no one would talk about it.
There's other rookies on this list, so let's not. It's not
one
just
other
that.
rookie on this
It's
list.
Ja Morant.
Yeah.
You think Zion's gonna be better than Kevin Love?
This year? No.
He could be.
This year, I don't.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I've been playing with them both on 2K. Not that it fucking matters. They're both trash. I swear to God.
No, Zion's trash in
Zion
2K.
is like an 82, and I play online with them because you need tier 2 wins. I'm nice at 2K. And I'm telling you, if anybody wants to get scraped, let me know. Almighty Rev on the PS4.
I've been dodging him for weeks.
Listen, he doesn't want the smoke. But Zion is garbage. He's like an 82.
No, I
and
mean,
unless you green the 3, which is kind of hard, you're not hitting it. And he doesn't have the
only
auto
way-
cram on everybody.
the only way you score is an open dunk. Literally.
I don't like him. So I don't know. I don't see it. I
And
would
not
take
that
Kevin.
2K is going to translate to the NBA. He's
I would
definitely.
take 2K. I would take Kevin Love over him.
Yeah, me
I would
too.
take Clay over him.
43.
Oh, I don't even want to go over who I would take over.
I would take most of the,
Miles
pretty
Turner?
much everyone over him.
No, I'm taking Zion.
I'll take
over.
Zion just for the fact that it's Zion.
No,
But
I'm taking Zion because of the fact it's
if
Miles Turner.
If I want to prove and win, I'm getting Miles Turner on my team.
Proven win? He's not a.
He's
doesn't
playing a
decide-
game in the NBA.
He hasn't.
That's all I
decided-
need.
Yeah, but he
That's
hasn't-
all I need.
He doesn't. He hasn't a game decider.
No,
Zion
but he's
might
proven
be,
the game.
Zion's
I mean,
probably going to be a game decider.
I don't know about that.
They're not going to give him the last shot.
I don't know about that. No.
You're right.
Why would they? He's not a great
Who would they
three-point
give,
shooter.
Ingram?
Redick?
No.
I mean,
Now you're smoking dope.
I don't know.
No, they're not giving it to Redick. They're going to give it to Zion.
Drew Holiday probably.
They
honestly.
literally drafted him number 1. He's the most hyped player since
And he's
LeBron.
not-
They're giving it, or
He's-
since AD actually. AD had probably the
Yeah,
craziest
no.
hype,
AD
too.
was the guy.
All right, keep going, Miles Turner.
All right. 45.
Aaron Gordon. I'm good with that.
I seen something ISO play. He's the worst ISO player in the NBA.
He's like a he's
like
a bad version of Blake Griffin.
dude. He's like a bad version. Yeah, he's a bad version of a couple different stars.
He's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want him as my main guy.
No,
on
but
my
like
team.
the star hits like 1 out of 3 threes. He hits like 1 out of 4.
Yeah,
you know
he's just
he
not-
like the star hits the big free throws in the moment. He bricks one always.
I feel
goes
like
for the
45 is a
dunk,
decent
whiffs
spot
it.
for him.
I guess so. I'm taking players more than him. I'm taking him
Okay.
over a lot of people. What?
The
But
fact
look
that
at last year too. 39. It's because
DeMar DeRozan.
It's because he
is
doesn't
who
have a
we're talking
3-point shot.
yeah,
Plain and simple.
but he averages over 20 for a career. He's filthy.
So we got DeMar DeRozan.
starts
at
on-
about. Gotta
20.
mention his name before you start
Yeah,
talking
we're just
about him.
talking
yeah,
about. That's why I
DeMar
wanted it
DeRozan.
on
I'm
screen,
sorry,
man.
DeMar DeRozan. Wait, have we not been mentioning people's names?
I'm trying.
I've made a point to mention names if you
Yeah,
don't.
I'm trying.
So DeMar DeRozan's 46, and to me, he could start
That's
on
so crazy.
any NBA team.
He's like top 5 shooting guards in the league. How are you 46th player in the league?
Yeah, I have no idea on that one.
Nuts.
Who else we got?
John
John
Collins. I'm
Collins.
actually
Beast.
good. I'm good with him at 47. I'm
Beast.
happy he broke the top 50 because
I
he is a
like
beast.
him. I didn't know if he was gonna break it because I don't know. I wasn't
I heard
projecting anything.
recently
he's a beast,
that he's
though.
eating like 6 full meals a day while
Yeah, me
working
too.
out all day. You heard that too?
No, I also eat 6 full meals a
Oh,
day.
nice.
Do you really?
But so I guess like he's put on some muscle, but hasn't lost none of his agility, none of his quickness, which is gonna be sick for
Hell
him.
yeah.
Look at this fucking creature.
Oh no, I like him. Bojan Bogdanovic at number 48. He's a baller. He's gonna be a factor for the Jazz. He's was great on the Pacers. I like Bojan.
He's a stud.
Yep.
Honestly, he really is. We've been talking about this whole time. That
That's
Klay Thompson.
So this
is
has got to be
49.
because of his.
I mean,
injury.
it literally can only be because
But
of.
why
his
would they
injury.
disrespect him like that?
Why
Why put him on the list then?
If you're gonna put him at 49, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah, if you're gonna put him at 49, why do you project he's gonna be that bad? He's
They
a
should have just
three-point
left him
shooter.
off the list.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's just weird to me. I don't know.
You think Zion's better than Clay?
Not a
Hell
chance.
no. I'm taking Clay. If I'm at the park,
take
I'm
injured
taking
Clay.
Clay over everybody after Westbrook.
Everyone.
Yes.
I was gonna say the same
Every
thing.
single person after Westbrook, you cannot tell me I will take
I'm taking
Clay.
him over Kyrie.
Yep. No, I want it. I want it.
I would. 2-way play.
I don't know. That dude's a baller. Number 50
I'm happy he hit 52 just because he
Lauri
is a baller.
Markkanen. And I
What do you average? Like 20 points or some shit?
don't know. The Bulls are heavy T, but
Heavy
you know
T.
what? You
Heavy
know what?
T.
What? How long have we been running for? You know what I'm thinking? We do 1 through 50
Oh
today,
yeah, we're definitely doing 50 next week.
and then 50 next week.
because we're at an hour.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, we killed it.
we ended it
No,
perfectly.
we do not do the next 50 next week. Preseason's this week, bro.
Yeah.
We got NBA to talk about.
Sure, let's go.
We're back.
We're
I'm
back.
excited.
So
First game's
are we doing more?
happening right now. James Harden and the Rockets.
So we're
going to
talk about
Shanghai
the
Sharks.
actual basketball next week.
Oh, we're talking basketball.
So
And
I,
also-
I can watch these games. And
You can watch.
Hey
games,
guys,
you can
guys,
know
guys.
things, finally.
Also, Doug fouled out, so we will.
Damn, I did.
you did?
Yes.
Yeah, I followed that.
Is that what that means?
Yes.
Yeah, left hand.
So Doug will have a challenge, and we will have something.
yeah, any
We will have
suggestions?
something.
Throw it in the
Short
comments.
week.
And you know what? These dudes tossed me in a goddamn pickup truck and went through.
Oh no! We said we were gentlemen's gaming now.
We are. That's why.
Yeah,
you're,
all three of us got a bad one.
All right. So
and now they're gonna be.
I'm thinking 7 a.m. There's at least 15 cars up at Onondaga Road, Duncan. We make him stand at the end of the line and go through the drive-through
I work every day. I'll do it on the weekend.
on a Saturday.
yeah,
you
yeah,
could.
yeah. Saturday, I'll do it. Fuck it.
Maybe we'll see.
Okay,
Maybe.
That's
yeah.
kind of stupid.
That
but-
is kind of
It's a little
stupid.
stupid. We may do the hat trick too. Honestly, we just
Yeah.
come up with a bunch of them, put them in a hat, and then we draw on stream or some shit.
Yeah, if we can come up with some. I still have that hot sauce that could be in the hat.
Yeah.
Honestly, we might just bring Doug back to the hot sauce every time he follows out.
No,
just chug
I
a half a
refuse.
bottle.
The next day was so bad.
Oh my god, I ate some of that.
Oh
was terrible.
man,
I also ate a habanero pepper or some kind of ghost pepper or whatever. It was super hot.
I've had
Dude,
ghost,
it was-
ghost pepper extra.
Didn't somebody eat
It
that hot
ruined my
sauce
whole
out of
night.
your belly button?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
We need some
and
backstory or something.
And we
there.
went on a call right after that. That's
we
the
can't
story
just
for
say
next-
Nobody
that.
knows
Tell them the
what
story.
else
That's
we're
the story
talking
for
about.
next time.
Tell him the story. No, you can't just leave with someone eat hot sauce
I
out of
don't
your
wanna-
belly button.
I don't want to throw them under the bus. You know, we don't want to.
It was fine.
It was consensual.
It was consensual.
All right. Check us out, folladout.com, folladoutpodcast.com.
Don't go to followout.com.
Don't go to folladout. What if it's something bad?
Everyone that's watching right now, and yeah, if you're watching right now, comment on YouTube.
This is your last chance.
This is your
last
last chance
2K
to win
chance.
a free copy of NBA 2K 20, not 19.
19. We're giving out 19. It's on sale.
I got that game for $3.
$2.99 on Switch.
Take care.
YouTube,
All right, guys. See ya.
YouTube, subscribe. Instagram, Followed Out Podcast. Don't say goodbye before we get to everything. Search us wherever you listen
And
to
let me know
podcasts.
when to say bye.
Shout out to Rob Reed for the music, even though it didn't play.
Watch us on Spotify. Listen on Spotify.
I listened to the show in the car today.
Listen on Apple
'Cause I wanted to
Podcasts.
just see what we talked about last week because I kind of forgot. All right, thanks for watching. Blah,
See ya.
blah. Goodbye.